What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So we just got back from a vacation, a week-long vacation for 4th of July in Florida. It was pretty good. Beach was nice, everything was hot, but it's a lot hotter here than it was there. It's a whole different type of temperature change, but chickens are doing good. This is Sunday. We got back yesterday afternoon, so yesterday I made sure everything was in check, and everything was. None of the chickens were, nothing was wrong with them. They're all in good health. I just filled up their waters again after filling them up yesterday, and the ducks have already dirtied it like crazy, except the ones with the nets on them. But when I got back, well, first of all, there was a chicken in one of these water tubs, and they were stuck. It was actually Reggie over there, the red rooster. I've had him for a long time now, but he was just chilling in these water buckets, and I think he could have got out, but he was stuck. So their waters were low a little bit, so that's why I filled them up, and he was probably hot. He got in there, but I got him out. And the brooder pen was all messed up because pig over there, Rosie, messed it up. So all the ducks and chicks that were in here got out, except the mama duck. She was trying to lay on some duck eggs that are in there that I still have to get out so they don't rot and explode or anything. She's trying to hatch them out again, so I'm not gonna let her do that because this pen will be occupied very soon with some new chicks we're getting this week. But they're doing pretty good. We had 2.5 or 3 inches of rain while we were gone, so all this grass has been looking really good. Nice, cool spots of shade for the ducks and chickens to lay in, and pretty much everything was in check. So I've left these chicks. They're a little too young to be out, but so far I've been watching them the last couple days, and they've been fine. The duck mom has been hanging out with the normal ducks, and all her ducks and chicks are staying around her still. But the mallards and the pecans and the other ducks are being nice to them. Chickens don't give a care at all. So I'm gonna leave these little baby chicks out. They've been doing pretty good, and all the smaller ducks are in with the regular duck flock. And I'm hoping they're all females, but I think one is a male, possibly 2. So they are kind of forming their own flock over here, which is nice. I've been wanting some more ducks, and we are getting some next month, but they're not going to be in here with the chickens. They'll be in the new duck pond. So that'll be good diversity for the flock. So with these lick tubs that I've been filling with water, I'm not going to do that anymore because I think it's a little safety hazard unless I put a net on top like I have over here on the waters. But I think I'm going to fill them with dirt and put them in a cool spot so they can have little dust baths. And I might end up building something over here for more shade. That's what the original plan was. I got to fix up this duck pond a little bit, clean it up, and fix this spot. It keeps falling down. The grass is growing around it nice, so it's keeping it kind of normal. I got to fill it back up since it's getting low. Sun just set. Ducks are just got out of their pool. They're playing around a little bit. Cats have been hanging out in the chicken pen. They really do hang out here more in the summertime. They just sit here and watch the chickens and the ducks. But go down to the pond. We had an interesting thing happen with a lot of fish we didn't know that were in there. Alright, I'm down here by the pond, and you can already see all the fish that are just dead and all up inside the bank. The pond's almost empty. And 2 days ago when we got back from our trip, Luna over here, getting to be a big dog, she was on the front porch and she was chewing on a turtle shell and a fish, pretty good sized catfish. So we came down here and we didn't even know there was any fish in here. Just that 2 years ago we brought like 3 catfish, probably the same size as these are, all the dead ones. We brought them to the pond, and we thought over the winter they probably just died, and that was in 2018 winter. And ever since then, the pond has not drained all the way. This is the lowest it's been in a long time. We're in like a little drought here. Even though we've been getting pretty good rain, it's all downpours, so it doesn't have a long time to collect any water in the pond. So pond just got too hot and too low, and they just all died at once. And they're still like pretty fresh too, so it must have happened just 2 or 3 days ago. But even yesterday there was thousands of little baby catfish, and they're all up beside the bank now. Probably got too hot. She's been carrying them in and out all day. There's a big white crane here yesterday, probably snacking on them. There's still a few hundred probably baby catfish, but this heat just destroyed them. So since we did have some, probably still a couple hundred of those baby catfish in that pond before they all died, I brought probably about 25 in this pond, and there's 1 large catfish left. Out of that whole pond, probably 50 died and 1 left. And I put it in here. So we'll see how that goes, see if they'll live in this pond. It holds water really good. Since the ground is always so saturated right here, it's never running out of water as long as we keep it wet and the rain keeps coming. So in the hen house now, yesterday I cleaned out all the eggs just to make sure there wasn't any bad ones. There was probably like 70 or 80 eggs in here, so tons of them, but can't risk getting them mixed in with the bad eggs. For the most part, I sell them all, so even if I did a water test to make sure they weren't bad, still want to keep everything as safe as possible. But I'm gonna get the eggs, see how many we got. And every time when we go on vacation and don't get the eggs, everybody goes broody and sits on eggs. So it's gonna be a disaster the next probably 3 weeks in egg production, because everybody's not gonna want to lay. There's probably gonna be a couple troubled chickens trying to eat some eggs. So I'm gonna have to work those kinks out. But see how many eggs we got today. It does not look like much at all. But got 4 broody hens, maybe even 5. I brought a couple of those fish up in a bucket, and none of the chickens wanted it, but Cat certainly did. She was down there earlier gnawing on some. Now she's eating this one. Gave some to Rosie too, and she didn't eat it. She'll probably eat it later though. She'll eat anything. Got Joe tied up here by the barn to eat some of this grass down. And Louie's over there on his rope. But we did get a bunch of rain, so it's ponding right there again. Probably gonna dig a ditch or something for that. But goats have been doing good. They were locked up in the round pen, so they got a little rain on them when we were gone. We got 9 ducks in here. I'm gonna have to retrain them to go back up at night, and these chicks have to be trained to go back up at night too, because right now they don't know where to roost. So that's the task right now. Try to get them all in. Alright, so I got all the ducks in, and then they broke their little door latch, and now they're out again. So I'm gonna try to get them back in or figure something out, because I need to train them to go back up. The main ducks were doing good there for a while, probably like five weeks they've been in and out, the last 5 weeks. But before then, last few months, they've been good. But with the addition of these 5 new ones, it's gonna take a little bit of time. So ended up only getting a little over a dozen eggs, so really bad today. It was really hot. Heat index was almost 120, and the whole messing up in the last week with the eggs and everything while we've been gone has been kind of hectic for them, so it should go up as the summer progresses. See how it does.